Also, if you wanted to create a more dramatic camera angle, I'll show you how to do that right now. So up here in Create, we're going to make a new camera. We want a camera and aim. And if we look in our outliner, that actually makes a little group for us. I'm just going to bring this over here to our rocket. And bring that up there. Okay. So we've got this camera, and then you see we've got this little dot here. I'm going to expand the hierarchy here, and there's this aim. I'm going to position this somewhere in the rocket, and then I'm going to middle mouse drag and put it into my rocket's hierarchy. So now, when the rocket takes off, the camera is going to follow the rocket. And I can, of course, continue to aim. I'm going to actually aim this at the porthole of the rocket. All right, and now I'll click this this 4 view right here and change this panel from perspective to camera 1, and we'll call this camera, let's rename this. We'll call this the takeoff camera so we know what it is. All right, and so I've got this camera, this view right here is showing the takeoff camera view, and I'm going to rotate this around, maybe put it on the ground. And if I make this the active viewport, middle mousing in there, hit play, we get the camera following the rocket on takeoff. I'm gonna middle mouse to make that max. Click this little button right here to kind of show the the visible parts of the camera. Sorry, when you're working with the camera, don't use your default Maya navigations. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my 4 view, and I'm going to see if I can create a more dramatic angle. So I'm going to go into the terrain here for my shot, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm going to go to vertex mode, select 1, and just pull this down until my camera is no longer in the dirt, and then kind of fix this to rematch the ground to the rocket. And this is totally okay, guys. This kind of stuff happens in movies all the time. This is what cleanup artists and staging artists do. It's literally their job. Kind of back and forth these things a little bit. And all right. Just set that back to regular perspective. It looks like we got a good view of our rocket now. Oh, and my terrain here, it's this is important. This is the default grid. So this is what your terrain will look like when you're sculpting it. If I press 3, that will make it look all smooth like that. So make sure to press the 3 on your terrain so it doesn't look all jagged. That turns it into a subdivision surface in the viewport, and we'll go over that much later in the semester. Alright, so that's how you would add a more dramatic camera if you wanted to kind of have your camera track the rocket as it goes up.